won, and unfortunately the luck didn't always go his way, but finishing at 7 under in the top 5 was definitely a high point in his career.
Brooks, your first time in Kenya for the Kenya Open, you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, it's great. Having a great time today. The Pro-Am was awesome. Have a good group, and so looking forward to the week.
You've had a look at the course now. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's a good golf course, really good setup. It's a little different, playing up on elevation so high. It's different for me, being on the coastline all the time, but it'll be a fun week, interesting, so it should be good.
The challenge to coming to Kenya is obviously special, to be able to travel around like that and see different countries. It makes for a rather interesting time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I would never be traveling to places like this if it wasn't for the Challenge Tour. I'd still be back in the States. But it's great to travel around, experience all the different cultures and things like that, and see so many different people. It's really interesting.
How important is the Challenge Tour in terms of preparing players for the European Tour and what comes beyond that?
Oh, it's very important. It's a stepping stone to the European Tour. You see guys come out that have done well here, seem to do very well in the European Tour. So there's a lot of guys who've done very well.
What's the game plan for the week?
Hit it straight, get in the hole as quickly as possible. It's always a game plan.
Following on from his victory at the closest to the pin contest, Jose Felipe Lima came out firing on all cylinders on Sunday. Lima posted the round of the day, a 6 under par 65, to move him to 4th place at 8 under par. His blistering round included 3 bogeys, 7 birdies and an eagle at the last. An event of this magnitude would not be possible without the support of the various sponsors. A lot of time and money goes into hosting the tournament, but it certainly seems to be a great investment.
The Kenya Open is a very prestigious tournament. First and foremost, it's great to have all these international players here. So obviously it's an opportunity for us as a brand to show up in a good way to represent Kenya. Kenya has some of the finest things, including some of the finest peers, some of the finest players, and therefore Kenya Open is a great opportunity for us to get together with the international players, local pros, and together celebrate a great game with a great beer.
As Coca-Cola, we're a company that strongly believes in healthy, active living. So golf is one of the sports that we sponsor as a company. And the Sun is one of the brands that we've decided to promote using golf. It more or less espouses what we stand for in connecting with consumers. And we've seen the crowds grow over the years. So the equity of the tournament has really grown over the years, and it's something that we find to be fairly attractive as a company.
For the title sponsor Barclays, this prestigious event is a perfect fit for the company.
I think the first thing really is when you look at the European Challenge Tour, and the Africa part of the tour, this is the oldest competition. It started in 1967, so this is the 45th edition. So it's got a long history, a lot of tradition, and it's built a strong reputation. So we want to be associated with a very professional competition, high level of competition, bringing the best pros that are around to be able to participate and highlight what Kenya actually has to offer in terms of golf courses as a golf destination. Barclays has had a long history with golf and nurturing golf in Kenya, and that's why the Barclays Kenya Open is a particularly big highlight for us in the year. We've sponsored golf both at an amateur level, pro level, and at a junior golf level, because it's one of those sports we want to nurture as we move forward.
And as the final round moved forward, the only player that looked at all to challenge the leading pair was George Murray. However, his 2 under par 69 wasn't enough to take on the group playing behind him, but it was enough to secure him 3rd place and over €13,500. It was a battle of the giants at Curran Country Club as the leaders teed off at 10 under par. They were neck on neck for most of the front 9, each adding 2 birdies and a bogey on their cards to come down the 9th at 11 under. Tim Sluiter showed the first signs of wavering when he found the bunker at 9 and couldn't get out the first time. Sluiter dropped to 10 under, 1 shot behind Pinto. An avid golf supporter, Kenya's leader, President Mwai Kibaki, walked the last 9 holes with the leaders and was there to see Pinto make birdie at the 12th and then put 4 shots between himself and Sluiter as he made eagle at 15. But the show isn't over until the last ball rolls in the cup. Pinto did the unthinkable and dropped a shot at 16, and then veered off the fairway at 17, where he dropped another to reduce his lead to 2. The drama then really unfolded coming down the par 5 last, when Pinto followed his wayward tee shot with a second that overshot the green. Sluiter made no mistake with his second shot, setting himself up for eagle. Things went from bad to worse for Pinto. He caught his chip heavy and left it short of the green. Second time round, he got the ball inches from the hole, but it left the door open for Sluiter to force a playoff if he made his eagle putt. It wasn't to be for Sluiter, and a tap-in was all that was required for Jordi Garcia Pinto to secure his maiden tour victory.
I have played fantastic all day, and then on the last 3 holes I have suffered a lot, and I don't know what to say. I don't believe it. It's incredible, but the overall of the week it's incredible. I have played a high level of golf, and my short game was incredible, and that's all what I can say now.
President Kibaki presented Pinto with the winner's cheque of over €31,000 and the Barclays Kenya Open trophy.
Well, it's been a wonderful week here in Kenya at the Current Country Club, the 2013 Barclays Kenya Open. We've seen some brilliant golf all week, with Jordi Garcia Pinto a worthy winner, ending on 12 under for the championship. The event has been a roaring success, and with all the hard work that's gone into making it such a brilliant event, we look forward to what future editions of this tournament will hold in store.